Bit by bit, creative imagination began to build a new art form. Makes me feel I belong to something.
First drive in the 32 Ford and you're done it blind.
Just a little valley by the river where we'd ride, but I was high on a mountain when Daddy let me drive. Daddy let me drive.
Go ahead. You go right now. I'm not going anywhere. Go right. Oh yeah, you're facing me now.
Oh, okay. So that was the first 1932 Ford drive that I have ever done, and I completed it blind. That is actually the first time I've driven blind, so it's pretty weird, but. And my grandpa, that's my grandpa's car, and he doesn't know that just happened. Oh goodness. So, as you've just seen, this video is obviously not going to be fitness related, but the whole point of this video is, obviously, I am a blind person and I did drive a vehicle. This is actually the first time I've drove since I have went blind and lost my sight, and it's kind of ironic. It was in my grandpa's 1932 Ford, which this vehicle has been in my family for about 50 or 60 years, and my dad and his two brothers, so my two uncles and my dad, they drove it one time when they turned 16, and then my dad's about 50 when he got to drive it, actually drive it around. So he got to drive it about a year ago was the first time he got to drive it around for the first time, besides when he was 16 years old. And a lot of the parts on it are stainless steel and made from hand from my grandpa. So this is this car has been in our family for a long time, and my grandpa actually he don't know I drove it yet. He doesn't know that his blind grandson drove this car yet, so I guess he's going to find out from this video. So I don't know what he's going to say, but I don't know. Well, I guess if he's watching, I drove the car, and we drove it around the parking lot, and just kind of, my dad was my co-pilot in this passenger seat. And that's actually the first time that I've drove since I've lost my sight. But so yeah, we went on this little, it was a 1932 Ford, nothing but 1932 Fords, a rally. There's about 30 of us, and we went, we started in the Target parking lot where we all kind of met up in the morning, and so people could come by and see the cars and all that kind of fun stuff. And then we all, you know, cruised together in a group through the mountains of North Carolina, which if you've never been on the Blue Ridge Parkway, it's very, very beautiful. And then we went and ate dinner in the mountains of North Carolina. And I guess, you know, the main reason of this video is, obviously it's not fitness related or anything about working out, but I have always had this passion for cars. I grew up, like I said, my grandpa is always working on old cars. He's literally every day. I mean, in some of my videos, sometimes he gives me a ride to the gym a lot of times, but he still is always working on old cars and just working on cars and things. My dad grew up working on cars, and now he works on motorcycles really for a living, and I grew up doing that myself. That's one of the things that I grew up doing, is working on cars, working on motorcycles, working on anything with a motor, anything without a motor, with pedals and things like that. And I grew up riding dirt bikes, and I've always loved cars. I've always wanted to, you know, kind of just build like more or less like a race car, or just make my car go fast when I had a car. And I don't know, I've always had a passion for the gear. You know, I've always been really a gearhead. And the one now, since I went blind, I obviously don't get to drive anymore. I obviously can't, you know, go outside and ride my dirt bike in the woods. I can't really go tinker around on motorsports or a car or a motorcycle or anything like that. I can't really experience that anymore, but I still can get the fulfillment and still experience it in some way. So, you know, it may not be that you went blind, but there's always, you know, I feel like sometimes that there's events that happen that maybe keep us, or really that keep us from, or try to keep us from enjoying what we really love. And fitness is something that I can still do, and really going blind just makes it a little bit more difficult in, I guess, the things that I have to go through sometimes, but I can still get the full enjoyment and fulfillment from fitness. And I still, obviously that's what this channel is about, that's what I love, and I had that love and passion for cars, and I'm still a gearhead, you know, deep down inside, and I still love motorsports. And I can't really go out and drive a fast car. I can't go out and drive my dirt bike, like I said. So I mean, but even though I went blind, and even though I can't really go and do all these things, I can still enjoy it. That's like, I can't even see the Blue Ridge Parkway of the mountains, but I still get enjoyment. I still had a blast spending time with my dad and just family, and I don't know, it's still something that I really love and enjoy, and I still just have that fulfillment. Even just riding in the passenger seat, just listening to the cars, as crazy as that may sound, just listening to cars and just going and experiencing this is still, I still love it, and I still enjoy doing it all. So don't let anything hold you down, and I hope my grandpa doesn't get mad at me for driving his car when I'm blind. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you stay to the end, and the next video that I will be posting will be the first video of our cut. And the name that I decided to go for the series is Shredding Sightless. So I went with that, so it kind of, I guess, describes what it's going to be about. You know, it's going to be my first cut and first really competition prep, and I'm doing it sightless, you know, or blind, but sightless sounds better with shredding, since it's whatever you call that, S and S, I don't, alliteration, I believe. I'm not an English person, but yep, so it's Shredding Sightless, and that'll be the next episode that you will guys, or the next video that you guys will see. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. If it's your first time stopping in on the channel, please subscribe. And as always, guys, thank y'all so much for watching, and keep getting stronger.